Sorry for the poor lighting. It's dark where I'm sitting, but it is daytime. 11 years ago, I was this happy, hopeful person who put out a message on the internet about bullying. My affirmations for bullying victims message. I put that out in the world with all this hope in my heart. And I watched that video and I don't recognize the person in it. Because when you spent 10 years of your life trapped as a caregiver for somebody, it makes you hate existing. When you spend much of your life having somebody constantly tell you that you're wrong to be the way you are, and they try to punish and shame the autism out of you. You know, my first bully was my dad, and he still is. And he's disabled by Parkinson's, and for 10 years I've been his caregiver. And they say caregiving is this noble thing, and maybe it is, but when it's for somebody you can't stand, it's soul destroying. It's life destroying. And you turn into this husk of yourself. And my anxiety right now is telling me that nobody likes me. This is who I really am. That bubbly girl, I feel like she died years ago. She was just stomped out by this situation that I'm in that I can't escape from. I mean, yeah, I know one way out, but I can't do that. I can't do that. And I think everybody knows what I'm talking about when I mean that way out. It's a permanent way out, and I can't do it, and I won't do it. Even if I think about it every day, I won't. I will not. I have to be stronger than that. No shade on people who couldn't do it, who couldn't stay here, but I have to. But I feel like people only like me when I'm happy and fun. But that's a mask that I wear. It's a mask I wear because I don't let people see that I am just hurt inside and that I am just shredded. I'm like shattered glass inside. I'm just pieces that are just falling forever in space and time. You know, the anger management counseling I went to years ago, that helped me identify the anger. But there was really no way to eliminate it because I'm trapped in the situation that causes it, so I have no escape. And the treatment was basically to tolerate being mistreated, which that's screwed up. But I look at that woman in 2012 and it's like she's somebody who died. And nobody cares. Because when I show who I really am, people are just so repulsed. They just want to walk away and be like, okay, I got other things to do. I go radio silent when I'm sad because I feel like nobody wants to hear it. Because you can't make it better for me. That's the thing, is that I gripe and I complain and I moan and I groan and I rant and I vent because there's no fixing it. And people get tired of it. And I'm tired of it. And nothing's gonna change. So I'm trapped in this. I am trapped in this limbo of shattered pieces. And nobody can see it because I just put on this paper mache mask that says I'm fine. And I act like I'm fine, but I'm not. I just had the worst meltdown I've ever had in my life because I spilled noodles on a freaking countertop. And I started screaming, and I ran into my room. I slammed the door. And my mom had to finish fixing the dinner that I was trying to make. And I feel so useless. Because I couldn't cook a fucking dinner without melting down. Because the tension in this house is at such a fever pitch all the time that everything triggers meltdowns. And people don't like me when I'm in that state. People don't like it when I'm screaming and hitting myself in the head and flailing and running and slamming doors and curling up on the floor, pulling my hair, screaming, crying, begging God to end me. Because I sure can't do it myself, but I have called for God to kill me before. Because he's the only one that can do it, because I can't. But people don't want to hear that. People don't want to see that. So I bury it until I can't. But people don't want to see it. People don't want to see it. And I don't blame them. I don't want to see it. I don't want to live it. But I'm stuck in it. Just shards of glass and time and space. No semblance of a person. And I always complain about the same things. And I know people are sick of hearing it, so I just bury it. But there's nothing left of that girl from 2012. That woman who had all that hope in her heart. It's been killed. It's dead. And it's all one person who did it to me. And the person I can't escape from. And even if I could leave, my income would leave, and then my parents would lose the house. They would not be able to afford the rent. So financially, I have to be here for them. And then physically, I have to be there for them. Because sometimes mom needs help with dad, and he's just a dead weight on this house. And so much of my self-hatred are feelings I have towards him too, because he spent my entire life telling me, don't ever grow up to be useless. And what has he become? Not by his choice. And I'm not this way by my choice either. But when I have a meltdown, because I spilled noodles on a freaking countertop, after a day of just non-stop tension, I feel like I am more useless than he could ever be. Because what kind of person has a freaking meltdown because they spilled noodles? Like, you know, I've internalized so much of his crap. And I am so terrified of becoming disabled the way he is. Not because I hate disabled people, but because I don't want somebody to feel towards me the way I feel towards him. Because I already hate myself that way, and I don't want someone else to do it too. I don't need someone from the outside reinforcing what I already feel. But I do, because that's him. Because he reinforces those feelings towards myself all the time. All the time. And I'm terrified of becoming him. I am so scared of becoming my dad. I don't want to be him. But I already talk to myself in his voice all the time. Where's the Cindy that was here in 2012? Because I can't find her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't be that person anymore. I hate this. Anxiety is horrible, and nobody really talks about how horrible it is. To be scared all the time. It's like you got a sniper's... The laser is on you all the time. And you're just waiting for him to pull the trigger, but they never do. But someday you're going to walk outside and you're going to hear the pop and it'll be over. But you never know when it's going to be. I just wish he pulled the fucking trigger. Of course, it's metaphorical. But I'm tired of this. And I'm tired of hiding. So I'm just gonna lay my crap out and let you judge. Love me, hate me, whatever, I don't care.